Again,
He'll just be videoing the other side of it.
Why did he bite?
well, that's
Does he live off road?
that's quite often
It's
what
a woman driving it.
Why did she bite that?
It's a woman driving it.
Fuck yeah.
It's
She's
a
going-
big tow bar.
she's going camping.
No, she's probably not going camping. One doesn't even need that extra
Probably
space.
not going camping, you're right.
She's probably likes the idea of going as a family. She gets there, deal with all the fucking shite that comes with it.
Yeah, if you get offered fucking beef Wellington,
Yeah,
right, the mushrooms, fucking go, don't go.
What?
don't go. Yeah.
That's a personal joke.
Well, no, it's just about vitriolic behaviour
Of women.
and how far it can go.
Oh, that could go very
So-
How evil they are.
The estranged husband decided to pass on the beef Wellington, and his parents both got poisoned, and the pastor and the auntie. His auntie, so he lost 3
I
relatives.
thought you meant anti-pasta.
Anti-pastor, yeah.
Sorry. 3 relatives.
Well, somebody did say, Katie Hopkins says, why didn't she use pasta?
Hide crushed cherry seeds in it.
Can you?
Yeah, crushed cherry seeds and curry seeds. I learned that from Wendy.
What, crushed?
Yeah, Wendy and her mum said no, and I said exactly like that. Crushed cherry seeds and quite.
No, I remember, I've got a little story, and it was when it was my second marriage, then my first wife decided she was going to get friendly with my second wife. And then that was like, that was not going to work, right? But anyway, she baked a cake and she made it so badly, deliberately.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and it was all lopsided and it was like,
As women do.
you can, but it's like,
Well, at least I baked it.
eh?
At least I baked it.
But it's the sort of thing where you go, oh, thanks for doing that. It's really nice of you. But instead of saying, you've done that deliberately, why don't you just fuck off, right? But they go through this weird kind of...
I would slag my mate if he turned up with a cake. Perfect. Let alone lopsided.
No, it was deliberately made badly. And it was like, massively, she was really, really... The whole thing was a mess. This is what happens when people get split up and everything, when the marriage vows get broken and...
I know, but I'm struggling to understand why you would annoy someone with a
You what?
cake. It seems very pitiful.
What?
Using a cake to...
Yeah.
Putting all that effort in to make the fucker...
Badly.
To get to a shake.
To ruin it, yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's a woman.
the thing with the beef Wellington. It's just a different level of resentment and spiteful behaviour. So that
Beef stroganoff.
I think it's just how intricate. There's philosophers have went into the workings of the. Why? I think it's quite good the way Callum's holder is. It sort of seems to be catching a lot of beigeness. I think it's that little one I've got, I can sort of swivel it around to a certain extent.
Well, that was broke. I had to fix it.
Oh, it's broken.
Yeah,
You broke it.
I can't say I did it. Definitely not anywhere around any kind of angry, bitter way.
Right, so I can see right now that there's nothing coming, so just keep going. Nice and gently. Aiming for the Honda. Aim for the Honda. Aiming for the Honda.
Go in low, get the Honda.
Oh, you know who drives Hondas, don't you?
Old woman.
Well, it was the Rover people, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It's so funny because I've had a Rover
Did he? Which one?
years ago, 204.
Wow.
It was an alright looking one, but it was still a terrible car. And then guess what he got? Hondas.
A Honda.
Uh,
Do you know the Honda Civic and the Rover 400
Same car.
didn't really have any parts that you could...
It was the same car, wasn't it?
No, it was different.
It was the same gearbox for still.
No, well, not really.
Felt like it did.
Because the other Rovers had the Honda engine, so...
Yeah.
I mean, not all of them.
They never shared body parts, though, did they? I've seen that documentary.
It was a weird thing that a Honda Civic. Do you remember the Rover 400? The sort of rounded shaped one?
Yeah.
I had one. And the Honda Civic looked the same, but the bonnet was different, the tailgate was different, the lights were different.
Yeah, there's a kid joints partnership.
The engineering was shared.
Yeah, there's not a lot, like, I don't know, the doors might have been the same. There wasn't a lot in it that was the same, is what I'm saying.
It's close.
And I found that out.
Well, the platform was shared.
It was probably the same body shell, the very basic body shell.
Well, the floor plan.
Yeah.
The floor plan and the engine on the side. So,
Yeah, but what happened is Rover, for some weird reason, you bought a Rover 400 and some of them had Rover engines
Yes.
and some of them had Honda engines. I don't really know why. They must have had...
well, supply issues, basically.
Yeah.
And the agreement they had between them.
Can you imagine going to your work in West Midlands in the morning? Oh, I've just finished putting this engine in. Sorry mate, we've changed it out to the Honda engine today. You're going to have to take that one out. You put your Honda in.
The Honda engine has squinty cylinders.
It's because it's really different. Well, it was a different way around the Honda engine. It was the flywheel was where the gearbox would be.
It just makes me like a nightmare, man. So every time somebody's pumping the accent.
What's he saying?
Yeah, Megan.
What is he saying? Why are we stopping? The bus is about 3 miles away and you fucking stopped.
Well, it's like stop and get ready to go again.
It's a double-decker bus.
Is it not?
What?
It's a long process to stop and start again.
Where are we going? Down to yours,
Aye,
right?
mother.
I did that. I was doing a live on the way down. The only thing you need to do alive, you could do it calm. You've got to be alive.
Alright.
It's one thing.
Will be in.
That's all.
Tick.
You need a phone.
Tick.
I suppose you do need a phone. Yeah.
Or a JVC VHS.
No. Can you use a camera or something? No, because it wouldn't be able to connect to the internet, will it?
No. Amazing how far we've came in 20 years.
Yeah. And where's all the potholes gone?
Some of them have been refilled again.
They've done a good job of that.
Carmen used to do it on the way home.
Really?
You have to get told to do the house, do it outside. I mean, what the fuck? If I was a tarman, man, I don't want outside my house to be smaller.
Aye. That's a good point, like, but
We live in Tar City and we stay in roads.
that's as far as I can take you, because it's getting into the danger zone.
Is this why you got high vis on?
Aye, thanks. Well, just I'm
So,
going to put.
Wendy's, I don't know, you know that. Wendy's.
Shut up,
Wendy's
Clement.
Specific reason for
Right.
that. So, because you've got variation, of course, there's no real limit on it genetically. So you end up with people who are of all kinds. Some are, natural-born killers and things like that, which are useful in war, protecting the tribe, or any of those sort of things. So you do get a lot of variation, and where some people would be called murdering psychopaths in the middle of a war, they'd be called heroes.
Yeah, that's right. I've often wondered about that.
So it's often a point of view, rather than it being something that's absolute.
Yeah, well, I just watched quite a horrifying video last night about what actually happened. It happened in Glasgow area.
Yeah.
This woman was a financial advisor. Right? And she got involved with she got way in, and then the murder done. Where are we going? We're going we'll go left. There's different ways of doing it, like, but I did consider going that way, but it's kind of busy there.
Well, you'd still stop on.
So we're going to go to Craig's roundabout and then go up past the Christie Club.
Yeah,
Isn't
past
there?
the police station.
Yeah. So she got involved way out of her depths, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. So basically, she robbed people of their money.
Yeah.
But she probably isn't any more of a criminal than some of the politicians.
The governor of the Bank of England.
Not really. But anyway, she got money for various people and everything, and I think she was just gambling it or she was lying about it all and everything.
Yeah.
And she was a daughter of she was an ordinary sort of woman, and then she went into this world at 27 years old, 26, 25, and she was apparently full of the gift of the gab. Glaswegians are like that, a lot of them anyway. But they did some horrible things to her, tortured her and everything. And they never got her body, but they convicted these two guys.
Right.
4 of them actually, because 2 of them, they turned the 2 on the 2 gangster guys.
Yeah.
And that was, so they got 10 years.
10,
The other guy's got 30 years. Yeah, that. And they never got her body, but they got them through the phones. I think it was the main use of phones. Where they were, and they were able to connect them up to vehicles and phones, and then they got blood as well under a seat. DNA, I suppose. Blood. It was horrible what happened to that woman. And people in the comments, and this is on YouTube, are going, "Oh, she was a criminal. She deserved it." And everything. Really?
Deserve that.
You know? It's just like, how would you kill? You know, there's 180,000. She was with this guy. It was 180 pound, 180,000. But they were all. It was obviously DRUG. You know.
Yeah, without
Money laundering.
Yeah.
You know. That's what it was.
Yeah.
When it was fundamentally obvious that's where it was coming from. And but the other thing that annoyed me, but was the parents. She was taking them out and stuff. Right, we're going to go. Right. And to me, like as a parent, I'd be wondering why my daughter has got so much money.
Yeah, so all of a sudden.
You know, like why? Oh, there's a wee bit of road rage going on over there.
Where are you going?
Oh fuck, we're supposed to turn off there. You know what? I forgot.
Talking.
Aye. Forgot. So I did go in the right lane.
Yes,
I thought.
you did.
So we'll just do a go around. We could go right up to St
Just
Anne's
go to the top and go down.
and turn right, yeah. Turn right at St Anne's roundabout.
I think at this point it's 6,500.
Well, actually this roundabout's weird.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just basically where we're going over there.
correct.
But I think they've got plans for that, and they've reduced this down to 40, and it's to make things go faster. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
it's to make it cheaper for transporting things, goods and services, and to make sure the business really
Fails.
booms.
To make sure it all fails.
Yeah, it's
and
to
then,
make it all fail.
so they can have power over us, because they get money from.
Well, that means you've got to get money from the government, so you've got to do what they say. Otherwise
Yeah.
they won't give you the money.
Get money from globalists.
Yeah.
Was there some woman went and got her bank? I was watching a video with this woman. Her ex couldn't get his bank account, so she couldn't get into hers. And then they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that. It was because she didn't have any cash. It was all digital. You know, like she couldn't drive her car to the nearest bank. It was Barclays Bank she was with,
Right.
and she couldn't get. It was 15 or 20 miles away from her house.
Yeah.
She couldn't get there. But she said she hasn't done anything wrong. She's no idea why they've shut her bank account.
Yeah.
So basically what I would say to that, well, she's obviously not got any backup plan. You know, it sounds like she's short of money.
Yeah, so you haven't got any cash. Mind if the bank shut you out of your money, what can you do?
Yeah, but like obviously if that was me, I'd have a small amount that I could put some fuel in the car. But I think she was just warning of the digital, you know, the risks of digital.
Risk of having all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, so you've got no cash. So in that scenario, the bank card doesn't work. So, oh well, I've got 40 quid here, I'll go and put fuel in the car. You know, but she obviously didn't have any. And it all went horribly wrong, and she couldn't function in her life.
Yeah.
But it's the same with heating as well, isn't it? Like, they go and fuck up the, you know, the...
The government want me to have all my eggs in one basket, and I'm very much against them, because I've got a brand,
Yeah, but if they go and cock up the electric supply,
for instance.
and they've told you that they've already done the nudge units
Yeah.
to stop you from getting your chimney opened up or a log burner fitted,
Yeah.
and then you find, oh fuck, there's no heating. At least if you've got the log burner, you can heat the house.
You've got heating.
And then the worst problem about it all is that not having heating can actually damage your house and everything. It's terrible.
Yes.
You know, and so try and encourage such stupid shit. So basically, don't trust them at all. Listen to them, don't trust them.
No.
You can listen to them if you like, but don't trust them.
No. They're untrustworthy.
You get the air source heat pump and you get solar panels. I suppose if you had all that shite, but you've got a backup plan, But then they're telling you you're not allowed. People, we're so scared, we don't want to get a log burner. At least if you've got that, you can light it up when all that crap stops working.
Yeah. I mean, if you've got one, you don't have to use it, but you've got it. It's like having a shotgun.
Yeah.
If you've got a shotgun, that doesn't mean you have to use it.
That's a good idea as well, but we can't really go into that.
Well, it's just harder.
Come on. The old D.
Modern day driver.
But here we are. We would have came in another way if I hadn't clocked up at the roundabout. So we'd be way up there by now.
Yeah, you'd be parked inside and I'd be having a conversation.
Right, where are we again? Oh, we're going
To the Death Egg place.
Can't even remember. So we're going to turn left down here.
Yeah, we probably have to.
That's what we did last time. Is that appropriate? This is where they push all their green communism and health service.
Yeah.
That's where they had the. Oh, I hate to watch. I can't say anything about that. I might get demonetized. De-thing. See, might get de-thingied.
Beefed.
Well, yeah, because you're not allowed to talk about. It's called medical misinformation. Could I have turned in there?
No. There's only one entrance and exit to this car.
So I have to turn right here.
Yeah, or you park on the left one or the right one. Doesn't matter.
What's that yellow sign?
That's the vaccination
Oh,
centre.
I think we'll just turn left. I don't want to get vaccinated. Oh, is that a space right there?
Yeah, just put
That looks very fortuitous. How's that? Are we in the lines?
No, we're
Eh?
here.
It's because I hadn't realised I was pulling in here. Not too bad. Talking about.
Huh?
Right. My car, you can turn the ignition off and the window's still got. Thanks for watching. Bye!